Hello there, only one Kenobi here, only one. Got quite a lot of stuff I want to include in this episode, so I'm going to just get on with it. Shortly I will be opening Hermiadle, so do stay tuned, because this week I will be featuring in the Spotlight special, the Barge. So I thought, well, you know, this is a good time to open Hermi. I also went to my P.O. box and I got this today. This is beautiful artwork, and there's a really interesting message on the back. This guy, JM from Portland, Oregon, wants a load of impressions doing. I think I'm going to save that for I nearly said the Wretched Live then. Only One Fans Live, I'm going to be doing one of them really soon. I already tested that last week. But they also say here at the bottom, I love this, I love your impersonations, even the other YouTubers like BOE. Hi. So anyway, thank you. But look at that. The artwork is phenomenal. I love that, man. I just got to put that at the front of the show. Anyway, so this week we have, as obviously opening Hermiadle will be coming up. The usual aspects of the show, including One Voice, is what that's the name of it. It's where I obviously answer questions I have received via voicemail. I play those messages and answer them accordingly. Quite a bit of a backlog of those to get through. Also, obviously, as I said, the Barge is going to be the focus, and then Hermiadle I'll be opening. I'm thinking about doing other segments of this show as time goes on. One segment I'm thinking about doing is going to be called Ask the Experts, where I've got a question I want to put to people, to experts on TVC, and more about that later. But still, for now, let's get on with the show. This is kind of the Easter special, if you want to call it that. But thank you for joining me. I am Only One Kenobi, and you are my One Anobis, the Only One fans. Let's kick it off for episode 4. Yeah, I just wanna open my figures. If I don't my nigga triggered, yeah, I just wanna open my figures. If I just wanna. So here he is, man, Hermiadle. I've had him for months, and now is the time to do it. Since I'm going into the Barge and all that this episode, I thought, well, this is it now. And here is the back. Just thought I'd show you the packaging, because somebody has obviously kept this in very pristine condition. But I can't wait to open him. And then I'm going to get him on the shelf behind me, which I'll show you that now. Boom! Right there. That's my Jabba the Hutt shelf. And on there is... Where is he now? Ephant Mon is up there somewhere. There, right there. And he is a bulk of plastic as well. Really heavy figure. Can't wait to get this guy. Maybe I'll get him on the other side. If I've got Ephant there, I'll get Hermi over there. The choice was entirely mine. But still, awesome. They don't make figures like this. And the packaging, please do admire the fact that with these 30th anniversary, you can see all around it, can't you, man? Just like a TVC bubble would. And they have the same scale of size of card back as well. You can put one of these in a star case. I think that's all I can really say. Let's get a close-up look at him in there. Look at that face. Wow. I mean, I remember seeing Ephant Mon in the very background of Return of the Jedi, but this guy, I don't remember ever seeing him on screen, but still. Let's open him up. Hardback. Figure. God, he is heavy. I should have brought some scales up so I could have a look at... Yeah, look at the weight of him. But look at that. Love that ragged cloth. Very reminiscent. Hold on. Where is he? There. This Darth Maul here has got a really ragged texture of, robe. raggedy. And also, boom, this gentleman here, he's very dusty actually, but still, look at that. Look at that. Deliberately got holes in, ragged him up. Really good figure, that. Darth Nihilus. But, yeah. Anyway, I like that text, it's good. So he's got that kind of look to him as well. Look at him. What a figure. You get your bang for your buck with that. I wonder what the retail price was him. Surely they would have marked him up higher than, say, I don't know, Yoda, because look at the amount of plastic you get with him. And there's a coin as well. I'll tell you what, I'm going to mount the camera and get him out that way. Ooh, I bent that, trying to get it out. Look at that, but it'll be alright. It'll be fine. It'll bend back into position. Yeah, right, here we go. Oh, he's out and finally free. Oh, first, yeah, before I look at peg holes, yeah, you've got options there. Look at that. Wow. And then here is Hermiadle. Ooh, hang on. Look at him. He's like a classic mythological. I can't even. Mythological is the word. Look at fairy tale kind of character. Look at him. Look at that finish. Wow, he looks so innocent. Actually, I like him a lot. He looks like he's a good guy. He's not evil or anything. He just looks misunderstood. But that's brilliant. Let's scale him up next to Indiana Jones, who I've actually. Oh, yeah, look the right way. Indy, look the right way. Because Indy's currently out because I had him in the Barge. Well, he is usually in my Barge. I took all my figures out for this review I did. This spotlight special, filming it from all angles. Just to give you an idea of scale there. Wow. What a figure. Very impressed. I think the BOE filmed and reviewed him not long ago. Let's get Indy out of the picture now. See this guy. Wow. God, if you put him on a skiff, he'd sink it. Oh, he's gonna fall. No, he's not. There's a little bit of. Get rid of that later. Just look at it, ladies and gentlemen. Would you look at it? Oh, would you look at that? Just look at it. He is just 3.75 insanity, isn't he? Look at this. Would you look at it? I don't think they'll ever make a figure or character like this again. Wow. I'm going to go and get Ifant Mon and put him next to him. They're just awesome, aren't they? I got him... Oh! Just knocked the camera. I got him for like £14 from Echo Base Live in May the 4th, 2019. And this guy... I'm sorry, I'll have to put it on the screen. I don't know what I got him for, but I think it was an auction I won. But I'll let you know. I don't know off the top of my head, but I can look out for that price on post-production or whatever. But what a pair. They're awesome.
Mark Shabby Geek.
Hiya mate, Shabby here. Just wanted to give you a quick message to say your new show, Your Only One Fans, is awesome. I'm loving it, mate. Question for you though. Question for your new series. If you've got so many Star Wars vehicles there and they're absolutely awesome, but if you had to get rid of all of them and keep one vehicle, my friend, which vehicle would you keep? Also, as you know, I'm a massive Return of the Jedi black outfit Luke. I love that figure. Which is your favourite Jedi Luke? Let me know, and all the best, pal. Speak to you soon.
You're right, Shabby, mate. All right, mate. Oh, great question, that. When I first thought about it, I was thinking of this. But then, that was crap. It's caused me trouble. That would be the one, maybe, I thought, because that was the more reliable one, even though that one looks better. But no! No. This Shabby is what I would keep. It's not just because it's featured in this week's show, but because when you think about it and how rare it must be compared to other vehicles, and Not irreplaceable, because you could buy another one for a ridiculous amount of money on the secondary market. But the thing is that this would have to be the last I had to get rid of. I wouldn't want to get rid of any of them yet, you know. This would be the last to go, or the first to go if I needed the money, God. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? If I had to get rid of all of them, this is the one that's just the rare piece. How many were made? 5,000, maybe more. I was bloody lucky to get this. Thank you, Panther Tracks, for the tip. They were gone in 10 minutes or 8 minutes or something ridiculous. And I don't know how I'd feel if I didn't own this. I'd probably be really, annoyed. And it is an annoying situation. I'm going to waffle on a bit longer about this vehicle because loads of people didn't get it. And we should have been able to get it. You know, back then they should have arranged it so that it was available in the UK, only available in the US and Canada, North America, whatever. But anyway, I have one and I'm very pleased. I don't take it for granted, but it would probably be the last thing that went because of the fact of it being such a rare piece, hard to get, and god damn it, man, expensive on the secondary market. As for Luke, my favourite one is, let's go down and see him. He's down here, and it's this one. I just love this figure. The articulation is brilliant. Moody, I like Luke when he's wearing that. You know, the Endor capture. It's not the Jedi robe thing. He just looks brilliant, man. He looks awesome. I love Luke Skywalker in Return of the Jedi. Who doesn't? Star Trek fans, maybe, but yeah, that's a brilliant Luke. I like the head sculpt as well. Blonde reminds me of the 80s figure, I suppose, that lighter blonde. So it has all that going for it. The black glove, yes. And yeah, I think I've answered your question, Shabby. Thank you for it, my man.
Michael Lavero.
Only One Kenobi. If you were in the Star Wars universe, what ship would you own and like to fly, and why?
Loving the questions on ships. Never tire of talking about them. Yeah, so you got to think about this one really hard. You know, you got to think of a ship with habitability, because, you know, if I had it my way, if these are the sports cars, right? So you want the fast flying things, the One Kenobi Starfighter, which is on the top over there. You know, they would be awesome and everything. It's a bit like, actually, speaking of the Mandalorian, you know, he's got this new Naboo Starfighter. Let me just bring it in now. He's got one of these. I've got this one here. I love this version. They need to bring that back out or something like that, but put it in TVC, actually, that one. But still, yeah, it would not be this, though. I wouldn't choose the Razor Crest, even though I could live in that and fly in it and do my work in it as a bounty hunter, because I would be a badass bounty hunter like he is. But nah, it can't be this, because this is more like staying in a caravan or so, you know what I mean, a camper van, you know what I mean. It's got that kind of rough and ready thing, which is quite nice. I do like camping, but whoa, I just knocked that. That's a great ship, that, by the way. Anyway, it would have to be this, the Falcon, all day every day. You know, I could waffle and talk about other ships, but no, check my channel for tours of the room. Let's just get down to business. The Millennium Falcon, I love the quarters inside. They're so... New Hope was the first one I saw, and the chessboard, and it looked just cozy or safe in that living quarter area and stuff. And, you know, what era would I have this ship? You know, you can go for a bit of class and finesse and have it from the Solo era, because it looked good in the Solo era, and the interior was nice and clean and stuff, and you get more of a sense of it being kind of like it kind of has the sports car look in that film, doesn't it, like a Ferrari, but it's got the very kind of dignified quarters and stuff, you know, the wardrobe and everything you see in Lando's. But yeah, man, overall, the Millennium Falcon all day, every day would be my vehicle of choice. And that's all I can say about that, really.
Brett McLeod.
Only One. What's up, man? I was just wondering if you ever collected any of those comic 2-packs that were put out through various lines between, I think, 2006 and maybe 2010. Personally, I didn't give them much thought back then, and I only picked up one that had Boba Fett, but I kind of regret it because there were some really cool looking figures in some of those packs, and now a lot of those cool ones are pretty expensive on the secondary market. So I was just curious if you got any, and if so, did you open them? I'm wondering how those figures hold up as loose figures. Anyways, take care, Nick.
Comic 2-packs 2010. Way before my time, my friend, but I do know of their existence now. But I never collected them back then. These are from a comic pack. I got a job lot of figures a while ago for Bespin. Really good, actually. Loads of good figures, including this Han Solo here, which I always wanted him loose. And I got these two and Organauts and things like that. But also I got the that came with it as well, which is good. Oh, and a dude pilot, cloud car pilot came with it as well. But so I think they come from a comic pack. I don't know if they come in the same one or not. But look at that Stormy with the blue there. So that's a really good Lando actually, because the other one yellows badly. Look at this one. He's about to get decommissioned in because we've got him now, haven't we? You know what I mean? So anyway, that's that. But more significantly, speaking of the actual only comic pack I've ever bought was this. Star Action Figures had these two on sale about a year ago, was it now? I can't remember. Clearance or whatever. So I got two sets. Opened one, kept the other carded, but it's Cammy, innit? Cammy and Fixer, as seen in the Book of Boba Fett. But obviously I bought this way before the Book of Boba Fett was sort of ever seen on TV or whatever, but still, yeah, as seen in the deleted scenes, I should say. Nice, and obviously you've got the Lars Homestead bike there, which is great. But I quite like these two. Oh man, it's not a question you've asked, but if you really wanted to know what comic pack I really want to get hold of, well, it would be Exar Kun and his friend. That would be awesome.
Michael from Solo Shot First.
Only One Kenobi, this is Solo Shot First. I have a question for you. With the Hasbro reveals tonight, we knew that we were going to get Figrin Dan. What are your thoughts on the fact that we will be getting the rest of the band in a potential 4-pack, probably very similar to what we've got in the Troopers, which is great. My actual question for you is, other than the sort of Trooper Builder packs, what would you like to see as a release in that style of box in future?
Mike, thank you for the question. And there's two answers I can give you. Number one is what they could do and what I want. Firstly, I'm filming these because they need to do these again. I mean, that was a fiasco in the UK to get hold of them. I don't even know about the quality of them. Apparently they were not good either. But since they're making this definitive Stormtrooper now for New Hope, I don't know how the other ones were, you know, the ones that came in that 4-pack, if they also qualify for definitiveness with the what do you call it, the poncho and all that, you know, the where's my guy here now? This is the guy, he's got the holster, sorry, you know what I mean? But don't know, there's other things, as I said, they could do all sorts. They could do clone troopers, but as you can see, I've got enough there. I don't really need desperately more of them. Clones would, any clones would work, you know. They could do anything. Like I said, they could do this guy. And they're doing the Death Troopers, which works for everyone's Mando shelf. But if you really want to know what I want, and I know it's going to be a kick-ass figure, it's not come out yet, but you know the Dark Troopers, and we just know they're going to be great. They're going to do a good job. They've done such a good job on so many different figures, and you know, the quality is there, isn't it? Those Death Troopers, I beg your pardon, those Dark Troopers are going to be amazing, man. I mean, look at this. If they're going to be shiny and badass and ready for action, I want it on card back, yes, but I want lots of them. It's the kind of thing that I just know right from the get-go. I want loads of them, and I want them in a 4-pack. That would be amazing. I mean, the whole Star Wars saga collection series is saturated with factions of people that could be put into those 4-packs, but that would be top of my list right now. That would be awesome. Do it! Hope that has answered your question, Michael. Oh, and also, by the way, on a separate note, please do subscribe to Solo Shot First. He built this for me, which is awesome. Look at that. Like Daniel Chart, he makes dioramas, and he gifted me that, which is very kind. Michael, thank you very much. And everyone always asks when I pan over it, where did you get it? You know, I got it from Solo Shot First, Mike, and he built that with his bare hands using a few things from Diorama Workshop, is it, Mike? Or whoever, but still, that's who did it. So subscribe to his channel, he does good reviews, very knowledgeable TVC 3 3/4 inch collector. That is all I can say about that. Thanks for your question, Mike.
Daniel Chart.
Hello, mate. Here's a question for your Only One Fan show. If Hasbro were to announce that they were only going to release 5 more newly sculpted figures in the vintage collection for the remainder of this year, which 5 figures or characters would you choose for Hasbro to make? Would you stay true to the original 96 and choose characters from there, or would you choose characters from all 6 films in the Skywalker saga? I know I said 6 because the other 3 don't count. Or would you choose figures from anywhere else?
Thank you for your question, Daniel. It's a tough one to think about stuff, but I've just gone with my gut on this one. These are 5 things that I want to use to answer your question. I'll start over here. Original trilogy, and this is the whole thing about the argument about bringing in Piet, Admiral Piet, into the vintage collection so we could get an updated officer, commander, uniform, whatever you want to call it. But my first choice would be General Veers. And this is Veers here, and I brought in this fella because, right, General Veers originally on the Veers Carback, the classic, came with the guy who was the standard officer who wears black uniform. You see a lot of them in A New Hope. They're everywhere. In fact, they're on the Tantive 4 talking to Vader. They are on the Death Star, in the cell block. That's the figure that you got on the Veers Carback. Veers, right? If they gave you the sculpt for a new officer, I mean, as you can see, this guy has those terrible swivel elbows. If they gave you a new figure for the officer, they could do everything else. You know? Captain Piet, Captain Nida, him. All they need to do him is, well, like they've done with this one, which is the 2006 Saga collection. If you take off his helmet and the chest plate there, which they've aged badly actually, they've done better than that. There's a TVC figure for the Attack Commander that looks way better than him. You've got Veers, so that's what I think they need to do. They need to do a proper Veers. The facial thing for that is not bad. That does look a little bit like Julian Glover, but he is begging for it. And then they could give you a couple of different variations of Veers. They could give you either an independent Veers card back, you know, that shot of him distance to power generator as he looks like he's in the cockpit, or you know, the classic. But he shouldn't be done in the classic. He should maybe be done on his own card back, black uniform guy. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's a separate thing. So I know that's kind of like 2 in 1, but I'm talking about the officer sculpt there. Get it done. Pia is not as important to me as Veers, but this is the next choice. They are halfway there, or almost all the way there. This figure that they made is so underrated, or highly rated by those who know it. This is the 5 POA AT-AT driver that was from the Rogue, I beg your pardon, the Rebels line. Brilliant! Look at the head sculpt of this. They need to make him articulated and give you the classic AT-AT driver. That's something that is just one of the only things that I'm waiting for now from Hasbro to do. They have been very kind to me. They've brought a lot of stuff that I've wanted. Lobot, you know, R2-D2, tons of stuff. They've ticked all my boxes except for him now and a few others, but still. And then that brings me to these 2 guys. Actually, who, you know, speaking of Daniel Chart, he helped me get these. These are the fellas that are the Imperial dignitaries. There's one Imperial dignitary that is badly missing, that was only ever done in the 1980s, which was Simalu. Simalu needs to be done. That would be a brilliant figure, totally brand new that would be. That has to be done to finish the 96 anyway. And then here we are. I know these are not original trilogy, but they are ones I've immediately put on any list of 5 that I need to be done in TVC. And despite how good it looks, Dooku needs to be done. He has the fabric is not so great. He's got that skirt thing there, and the face is good, but it could be awesome. The figure could be incredible. Like over there, over yonder, can you see Lando Calrissian there? That's a really good looking cape and fabric and everything. It's a good figure. They could do the same for him, and they need to. God damn it, get him in. And finally, Revan, because this is a lovely figure. Stands well as a statue, but you know, that is Kylo Ren. That's Kylo Ren's mask, damn it. It's amazing. Well before the existence of The Force Awakens. That helmet, how did that get in there? That is nothing like any other image I've seen of Revan. The 6-inch figure of Revan perfectly reflects how he looks in most, you know, materials I've ever seen Revan in, but I think that would be a lovely expanded universe / gaming greats, whatever you want to call it, figure. and he's popular Revan, so that should be done and could be done. And he's been hanging in the balance. They nearly repacked him. No way. Don't want that to happen. No. So just make us a new one, Hasbro. That would be a 5 I would be happy to receive next month if Hasbro were to do that for me. Awesome. Hope that answers your question, Daniel. Boom.
Revan? Not Revan, mate. Leave off. We weren't worried about all that. We want proper characters, you know? None of this crap.
I love that. That was Daniel Chart. He wasn't happy. I told him about the 5 I chose, and then he was like, Revan, leave off. We want proper characters. He's an original trilogy guy. But look at this. This was gifted to me by Lau. And because he sent so many amazing things in that package, it never registered with me that this has to be the Legacy Collection Ugnaught, right? Or has he customized that some other way? He's got articulated, like maybe he's got that from like an Anakin Skywalker. I don't know. But look at this figure. Look at that. Oh yeah, the paint's coming off there. I think he has customized that. That's a great looking figure. They need to do that. An Ugnaught would be another choice then. That would be 4 for the original trilogy with an Ugnaught. And I need to think about another one, my friend. So if you just bear with me, I'll get back to you. Or maybe just stick with the Ugnaught and Dooku if you're happy with the Dooku there. He's kind of got that original trilogy vibe, even though he's prequels, but he's got that connection.
If you would like to be featured in the next show, then leave a brief voicemail, be it a question or an opinion of your own, at Only One Kenobi, Facebook and Instagram. Links in the description. Well, that's about all we have time for,
But before I leave you, I've got to play this message. I got this weeks ago, never got round to playing it, and it ties in very nicely with this week's episode.
Hello! Just for you, man. Nick, thank you so much for what you do. Thank you so much for your channel and the videos you do. Thank you so much. I really enjoy watching you. I love it. You're awesome. Question. What is your favourite Star Wars film and why? And also, how many credits do I have to pay to have a ride on your sail barge? Cheers, man.
a ride on my sail barge. Republic credits?
Republic credits are no good out here. I need something more real.
Ian, thanks for your message. That was weeks ago you sent me that, and I did do a video response to it, and it was going to be in the first show, but it just, bit of a mix-up. It didn't make it, and I actually set my barge up even then to answer your question. However, I love it, man. How much for a ride on my barge? Well, for free, my friend. All of you have take a ride on my barge today for free. And all you have to do in return is to please smash the like button and subscribe if you are new. The next episode will be a live episode. That's next week. The Only One Fans Live. So I look forward to doing that. And I've got some good guests who are joining me to answer a few extra questions that have come in, which make for a good group discussion. But in the meantime, thank you very much for listening and watching this show. All the contributors who have contributed and all of that jazz. And thank you for listening one final time. I have been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.